Live from Sin City, it's the Socks and Pinstripes Podcast. And now, here's the star of the show, Giant Dr. Griffin!
This is Diet Dr. Griffin back with another episode of the Socks and Pinstripes podcast. Like, rate, subscribe, do that thing. Shane's with us today on the 4th of July. Do you do anything for the 4th of July, Shane? Is that really a holiday you celebrate or not?
I love America as hard as I possibly can, obviously. So,
Yeah, but I mean, are you lighting up fireworks, trying to not pull a Jason Pierre-Paul?
no, I'm not a big. I'll like if I got people who want to go watch fireworks and whatnot, like I'll go out with them. But honestly, my big three holidays are Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So I enjoy the day off, but I'm not a huge like barbecue and whatnot. So.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not really a big barbecue person. Although when I do have my
Oh,
week,
I'm a huge barbecue person. I just don't barbecue on the 4th of July. So,
oh, okay. That's a big distinction there. 'Cause
yeah.
I'm not really a big barbecue person. I mean, when barbecuing season out here, it's you could barbecue, on the concrete out here with how hot it
Yeah,
is.
I feel like you just need
Like
like a little metal grate on top of the asphalt, and you just cook whatever you want out there.
pretty
So,
much, yeah. But I'm gonna do my all-American thing tomorrow with my cheat meal of the week, and I'm going to have a burger with fries because
oh,
that
nice.
feels the America thing to do.
I'm having like 4 hot dogs today, so
Yeah, I'm not that much of an American. I don't like hot dogs.
I got all natural, uncured beef ones. So I feel pretty good about it. So,
Yeah. Well, we got some interesting developments going in the AL East because the Toronto Blue Jays, those un-Americans up there in Canada, they took four from our Yankees and now are leading the AL East by
I believe
one
you
game.
mean I believe you mean your Yankees. So,
I'm making it an America statement today.
oh yeah, okay, then they are our Yankees for sure. So,
Because they call us Yankees when we go overseas.
yeah.
So in Toronto, the Blue Jays took four from the Yankees and now are leading the AL East with
I
50.
saw that. I was actually very surprised. I'm betting that the Yankees wish they wouldn't have moved on from one of my favorite second baseman, Gleyber Torres, so fast, who's now having a career year this year. He also
Well,
looks he also looks great in a beard, by the way. So
sometimes people just need a change of scenery. When I
yeah.
when I saw Torres going to Detroit, I thought Detroit would be like one of the worst places for him because he couldn't because his style of hitting and that ballpark is very cavernous. I didn't think he would do well, but sometimes you just need to get the heck out of New York.
I thought the exact opposite because he doesn't really hit for power. He'd shoot the gaps pretty easy, and that's kind of what he's been doing. So
Well, look at you,
I also I
the
also picked
doctor here.
I also picked Detroit a lot higher than you in the standings.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That is fair. I mean, they have already racked up a 12 and a half game lead on
Yeah,
that division, which is
it's
shocking. Very
pretty
surprised.
it's pretty obscene. So
Yeah,
him and
I'm just looking at the standings for like the first time in a while, and I didn't realize it was that big of a lead. So
yeah, it's intense. Honestly, the Twins are like the closest to him. So
yeah, the Twins at 41 and 46.
the Tigers are making the playoffs, and no one else in that division is making the wild card if it starts today. So
It looks like it, yeah.
yeah,
Because you got the Yankees and the Rays both sitting there at 48 and 39 as well.
yeah.
The
The
Rays,
Mariners aren't even making the wild card if it starts today. So
well, no, there's three wild cards, right? I mean, three
there's
wild
three wild
cards.
card spots, but
They're the only
there
team with
are
the win. Yeah, they're the only other team with a winning record, and there's six teams. So it would be the Blue Jays, the Tigers, and the Astros. And then you would have the Yankees and Rays as the top two wild cards, and then the third wild card would be the Mariners. So they're in as
oh yeah, okay. It's six for each league, right?
Yes. It used to be
Okay.
five, now it's six.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I need Cal Raleigh to hit more than 48 home runs and only take two more games off and be the greatest catcher since Salvador Perez in 2021.
In the National League, we have the Phillies and the Mets duking it out in the NL East.
Yeah, that's turning out to be a pretty interesting matchup.
Yeah, I'm not shocked those two teams are doing pretty well here. The Cubbies are in leading the Central, and the Brew Crew are not that far behind at
Yeah, that's going to be
49.
that's going to be pretty good too. I
Cardinals
man,
are a
dude,
couple
the
games
Cubs are
back.
doing me. The Cubs are doing me proud right now. That's. I would love to see a Cubs Detroit World Series. Honestly, that would warm my heart so much. So
I'm sure Ranford would appreciate the ratings, though. Although the Cubs will bring some audience. Detroit might not so much.
yeah, but that's I'd love to see those two teams face it off.
The Reds, though, they've started to cook. I don't know if you've been paying attention to them. They're up to 45 and 42 now. They're even though they're in fourth place in that division, they were cooked early on this year, and they've been playing well. They, in
Yeah,
fact, are beating the Phillies today in Philadelphia. They're up 9-6 as we speak.
and that division is super tight, and the Reds are going to have their ace coming back after the All Star break. Hopefully, fully healed. I
Yeah,
think they're
this
going to
time
take it a lot slower. I think they're going to take Hunter Green a lot slower this time rather than try to get him back. So,
they need him back.
yeah, and I need him back as well. So, Hunter,
I also need Chase Burns to make it more than one out next time out when he pitches.
that's right. I
You know,
forgot about
this is
that.
the crazy thing. I'm still beating my opponent in ERA and WHIP even with that start. Can you believe it?
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And I had Luzardo going today for the Phillies and he got smoked. Have you ever watched like you gone to, watch one of your pitchers go and then the moment that you're watching one of your pitchers on your team play, he just completely implodes?
Yeah.
That's what happened today. I popped onto the game in like the third inning. Phillies were up 3-1, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch my game. I just got home from the gym and have some fun. Luzardo then proceeds to give up 5 hits and 1 walk and gets taken out of the game. Just completely implodes. And it's just a bunch of little bloop singles and weak contact. It's not like he got hit with a home run or anything. He's got like one of the hits was like literally a double that just like bounced on the line. If it was like a couple inches to the left, it would have been foul. Just some dumb stuff like that.
That was Matt Brash the year before he had Tommy John surgery.
Yeah.
He had like a 10 ERA, but it was something crazy like over 95% weak contact and just like the most dribbly dribblers every single time out. But then he just like it was just like dubbed the most unlucky reliever in baseball.
You know, relievers can be fickle, man. Sometimes they have a really, really bad year and then they just bounce back and they just have an amazing year and then nothing really changes and vice versa. Meanwhile, the Dodgers have taken the lead with the best record in all of baseball with 56 and 32 record. Clayton Kershaw a couple days ago recorded his 3,000th career strikeout.
Yeah.
And I was watching that on MLB TV, and he was struggling to like strike out White Sox. I think he only needed 3 strikeouts in the game, and took him to like 100 pitches in the sixth inning to strike out 3 White Sox.
Yeah, but isn't he like 40 something years old now? So
He's not that old, but his beer belly is probably that old.
that's right. I forget that Justin Verlander is actually like a couple years older than him. I
Yeah,
always feel like they're the same age. So
I know. It seems like that, but Kershaw's only like 36, 37 years old. He's a
wow,
lot
that's
younger than he
he
seems.
pitches like he's 44. So,
Yeah. The Padres and the Giants have fallen off a bit. The Giants haven't played particularly well since the Rafael Devers trade. Rafi's been a little nicked up. He's been having a groin issue, and the Padres pitching has just been in shambles lately, with Michael King now being out and Dylan Cease being on the bad side of the Dylan Cease roller coaster.
oh man, Michael King's gone for the season or just for a couple of
I
games?
think I think he's been out with a nerve issue, I believe.
Oh, okay, because they're gonna need him. So,
Yeah. But we had speaking of Michael King, we have an interesting. Well, I'm reading now. They're saying Michael King might miss the rest of the season due to the injury. So
oh geez,
he's
that's
had
not good.
shoulder inflammation. But
Oh,
but
yeah.
speaking of Michael King, I'm taking a bit of an aside here. We lost Spencer Swellenbach this week from the Braves,
Hmm. What happened to
and
him?
he has a fracture in his pitching elbow. He literally broke his pitching elbow throwing.
Oh, well,
And
that's got to be some sort of torque that he's putting on his elbows.
yeah, and the reason I thought about Michael King is because Michael King was another guy who had a similar injury his final year with the Yankees. He basically
Oh, okay.
missed like the remainder of the season because he got a fracture in his elbow, basically like where the elbow connected to the ligament, like just the part of that just snapped off.
Oh, wow.
It's a rare injury for pitchers, actually, but from what I can tell, Schoenbach doesn't have any ligament damage, just needs that little fracture to heal up.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to think that that's like at least 4 to 6 weeks. So,
Well, I mean, King missed the entire rest of the season when he had his, but he had to get surgery. I don't know
yeah.
if Swelly's going to need surgery or not. And the Braves are just looking like they are too banged up to be able to make a run for it because they also lost Chris Sale to a rib fracture.
Yeah, I don't think they're buyers at the deadline. So,
No, no. They did get Profar back though from suspension. And
yeah, that's
they
true. We'll see how well he plays when he's not juiced up. So,
yeah. And Acuna
he's a good player. He's an above average player without. So, I mean, he should be fine, but we'll see what happens. So,
Yeah. And the home run derby, of course, we know Ronald Acuna Jr. is going to participate in that along with Cal Raleigh. We also got another name to join the pool, which is James Wood of the Nationals.
oh, okay. There we go, James. Put your name in the hat, buddy.
Yeah, there was some reports because the AL and NL starters came out this past week. So we got the NL and AL starters for the All-Star team, and of course, when I try to when I try to do a Google search for it, it pulls up last year's starters. It doesn't even pull up this year's starters. Thanks, Google here. Okay, so we got the votes for the AL NL starters, and we're gonna run through it here and see what you think here. We got Cal Raleigh at catcher.
100%. Let's go,
Vladdy
Cal.
Jr. for the at first base. Your boy Glaber at second base.
Let's go, Beardo.
J-Ram at third.
Yep, love him too.
Jacob Wilson of the Athletics as shortstop.
A little bit surprising, but he is having a pretty. I mean, he might be rookie of the year if he can keep it up. So,
We got Judge in the outfield.
of course,
Riley Green and Javi Baez as the other two
Javi
out.
Baez Javi Baez is a surprise for me, but Riley Green. I had him last year, and he was coming off of Tommy John surgery last year. And this is 1 year removed from Tommy John, and he's starting to play like how everyone believed he would. So
And then we got for the and then Ryan O'Hearn is the DH for the Orioles. And in the National League, we have Will Smith of the Dodgers, catcher, Freddie
perfect.
Freeman.
Freddie. Okay, sorry, I never got to do one of those this year yet. So
Ketel Marte at second base. No
that second
doubt there.
baseman in baseball right there.
Yep. Manny Machado for the Padres at third.
Machado.
Francisco Lindor, my boy at shortstop.
Yeah, I mean, mine as well.
Ronald Acuna Jr. got voted in for the at outfield.
A little interesting given the short sample size, but
Well,
he's
I
a
mean,
big name.
this we're
So
talking fan voting here, so I
yeah,
mean,
he's a big name. So I understand that in that regard. So
PCA for the Cubs at center field, and Kyle Tucker also from the Cubs.
I mean, those are two of the best outfielders this year, randomly. So I mean, Kyle Tucker not randomly, but PCA. So
Yeah, and of course Shohei as the DH.
yeah, you can't do anything without Shohei as the DH. So
Pretty much. So, do you see any interesting names in there? Anything that doesn't, which one of these names doesn't belong with the other? I know there's been a lot of like discussion about how James Wood got screwed out of the starter voting, but it's a voting thing, guys. Calm down.
yeah,
James Wood's
yeah.
not.
Other than, I mean, I think James Wood can take the place of Ronald Acuna Jr. in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I
But
mean, but you're talking fan voting. It's not like Wood's not going to
yeah,
make the team.
yeah, yeah. So in that regard, like I agree with that. I think everyone else deserves the spots that they have there, especially in the National League.
Yeah, the
Uh,
AL is a little more interesting.
yeah, Ryan O'Hearn, Jacob Wilson, and Javi Baez are those are the ones that I'm kind of like, I don't know. You know, those could be other people if they wanted it to be.
Yeah,
So
we got interesting that the Tigers managed to get three of the top three, three voted in. This is like, do you remember
But
the
I
number?
agree with Glaber and Riley Green, though. I mean, I think those two deserve to be there. It's Javi Baez who I think is the outlier. So
Yeah, maybe all those Astros fans couldn't put in our little buzzer boy this year because he played too much in the outfield.
yeah, yeah,
There's not a lot of good second basemen in baseball right now.
yeah. And
So,
those are the two best metrics wise. So
yeah.
you know, it's kind of hard to argue with that. There are a lot of shortstops having really good seasons. Most notably, Jeremy Pena. I'm surprised he isn't
He's
in there.
another one. He's another one that should probably make the team too.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I, you know, have feel ways about the Sheetstros, I mean, the guy's a good player, and he wasn't even on the team. So,
Yeah, he was a rookie like long after all that stuff happened.
yeah.
There's a lot of
Honestly, I don't even know like how much they actually. I might even. This is going to be controversial. I might even agree with Jerry Springer with George Springer that you know it's kind of everyone tries to steal each other's signs, and I don't know like how much they actually did wrong. So, but I know it's a little controversial as a Mariners fan to say that. So,
I think it's controversial as any kind of a non-Astros fan to be saying that.
yeah. So the other one is Gunnar Henderson's playing pretty well as well. So.
Yeah, I'm curious what the DH. I didn't make an All-Star vote this year, but I'm curious what the DH pool was for Ryan O'Hearn to be the guy that made the starting roster there. You telling me there aren't like other guys that could have been voted in besides him?
Must have literally absolutely been no one else.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that and see what the voting pool is. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, American League voting for DH.
So now that we're back into July, I think it's as good a time as any to go recap how our teams are doing, our little special teams, the Brown Recluses and the Colorado Round. Whatever I name my team. So your team, and I actually kept the score from last time, so we have a much better way of figuring it out.
Yeah.
Last time, my team had a WAR of 36.9, and your team had a WAR of 33.9. What do
Uh-huh.
you think? Do you think it's where do you think we're lined up now? About 1 month later.
Oh man. I'm gonna say mine's at 35 and yours is at 34.
That's the major under.
Oh,
I can,
really? Okay.
yes. For both of us actually.
Nice.
Your combined WAR is 47.2 as
Ooh,
of
wow.
last night. And
Ooh,
games were going on last night while we were recording. I know a few of your players were pitching. I don't
yeah,
think Bob was pitching last night as this was going on and getting smoked. So,
yeah.
and my WAR was 58.5.
Oh, okay. Wait,
So,
what was mine again?
47.2.
Oh, geez, I'm getting smoked. That's fine.
Yeah. So basically, what ended up happening was last time your hitter's WAR was 18.7 and your pitching WAR was 15.2.
Yeah.
Now your hitting WAR is 26 and your pitching WAR is 21.2.
Yeah, so I'm just pretty much even.
Yeah, your hitters are doing a little better. Last time around, my hitters were at 26 and my pitching WAR was at 10.9. This time
Okay.
around, my hitting WAR is at 38 and my pitching WAR is at 20.5. So
Okay.
my pitchers like had a much better turnaround in the last month to right
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I forget he was even on my team, but I'm assuming they're all second half players, so I'm not worried about it right now.
Well, I know I lost a couple of my players due to injury because I know
Oh, yes.
Corbin Carroll, for example, he's nicked up at the moment. He's got a wrist injury he's trying to come back from. I had Schwellenbach, I lost him. I also have Cole Reagans, he's been injured for a while. But my three-headed pitching monster of Skeens, Crochet, and Scooble have really held me up. Tyler Soderstrom also has fallen off a cliff from the early parts of the year, and
Yeah,
so
he looked like he was going to be one of the best outfielders in baseball. So,
yeah, yeah. And then on your side, you got Hunter Green coming back. You actually have Michael King on your team, so that's been kind of
yeah.
a been,
Bye, Michael. It's been great.
yeah. Joe Ryan though has really stepped it up on your side. He's
Yeah, he's the anchor on the Twins right now. He's the only one who pitches well. So,
Yeah, Bailey Ober. He's the other guy I drafted both. I think back-to-back picks. I drafted Ober and Ryan, and Ober has got a hip issue, so he's been
yeah,
pitching horribly. And they pitched him through a lot of that, and then he just finally said, "Okay, you're stinking too much. Just go on the injured list."
I'm worried about Westberg because he has a finger issue and he plays the hot corner and he's known for his bat as well. And instead of waiting for it to be fully healed, he's coming back and playing with discomfort. And that's just never a good thing for anyone, and especially someone who plays that position. So,
At some point, they're gonna have to just pack it in for the year. The Orioles are done. They're not
yeah,
where.
yeah,
So. We got a couple more topics I want to discuss today. We haven't even gotten to like one of the more interesting topics that just came out was this Luis Ortiz situation. Uh,
yeah, Luis.
so Luis Ortiz is a pitcher for the Cleveland Guardians, and he has been put on administrative leave due to the fact that the gambling pool, the independent gambling people that are auditing baseball as they go through the season here, have flagged two pitches from Luis Ortiz starts in June from two separate starts that are suspect to betting issues. And
So the first one, I don't know. The first one looked like pretty close. The second one, maybe, but has that same agency been watching Sandy Alcantara pitch this year?
well, the thing is that there have been apparently bets that can be placed on the first pitch of an inning being a ball or a hit by pitch.
Oh, really? Okay.
And yeah, there's some, and also it's not just that you're watching a guy pitch, but you're also with these gambling agencies, they're looking at the money that is placed on these wagers.
Gotcha.
So if you
So
get
they think that he's having an agent somewhere putting his money on first pitch balls and he's shankopotamusing them.
yeah, something that looks innocuous enough. I mean, just one pitch just being completely off at the start of an inning, and then you don't even really notice it. Especially on especially on the first one where it was like, it kind of just got away from him a little bit. That happens on so many pitches these days
Yeah,
with these
especially the
guys.
first pitch of the game. Yeah. So,
First pitch of an inning. I don't think
Yeah.
it was the first pitch of the game.
Oh, okay, first pitch of an inning. Gotcha.
It would probably be more
Well, I
often.
guess that kind of changes it. I thought it was the first pitch of the game, but if it's the first pitch of an inning and it's 2 innings, I don't know how he was pitching before those 2 innings, but then I guess I could
It's not even
see.
in the same game either. It's
Yeah,
like
I guess
literally
I could
just like
see that.
I haven't looked specifically at which innings they were. I think one of them was like the third inning of a game, and like one of them was like maybe I don't know what the other one was. I thought one was like
Gotcha.
the third inning, and what they're looking at also is the amount of money that gets wagered on these things. Because when you
Yeah,
have a higher amount of money wagered on these oddball type wagers, it's a general flag of suspicion that comes through with these casinos.
yeah,
This
because
is
casinos hate losing money. So
no, it's not about losing money. They just kind of wonder if it's legitimate or not when there's
I
an
know, but they also lose a lot of money if it is legitimate. So
oh yeah, they'll lose money legitimately at sports, racing sports
yeah,
books, sure. But
yeah.
do you remember the Otto Porter situation with the NBA?
No, I don't. I don't
Okay,
really follow the NBA, so that doesn't
well this
surprise me.
was this was a this was a gambling thing that happened. So Otto Porter Jr. was betting on himself, and he got banned for life from the NBA for this, like within the last year or so.
Oh wow,
And what he was doing was he was taking the under on the number of points that he would get in a game.
gotcha.
And how he would do that in some instances is basically he would just like kind of fake an injury and take him out of the game after like a couple
Mm.
minutes.
Oh, okay,
But they caught him doing it because him and like some gambling people were wagering significant amounts of money on those lines. And it was just the amount of action that it gets relative to the normal amount wagered on a game or in the NBA. That's kind of how these things get flagged.
gotcha. So is someone watching Shohei Ohtani and how many innings he's going to go in a game?
Yeah, I mean, these are just oddball wagers, and usually they should just limit the amount of money you can wager on these things. That's
Yeah,
typically what they'll do is like the more obscure the bet or more obscure the sport, the less money they allow you to wager on
yeah.
it because
Because I
of
know that innings pitched for a starter is a betting line that you can bet on in some sports books. So
yeah, I mean you can bet on like the first 5 innings of a game and just see how it goes.
yeah, yeah.
I have to admit, I don't really. For someone who has a degree in casino management, I've completely dropped off of the casino management side of everything in life. But
Everything in
I have an
life.
understanding of how some of this stuff works.
Well, you just have to understand basic statistics to get the gist of it, and then you can get as advanced as you want into those metrics. So
Yeah, but the thing is, now that everything is out in the open, you've got a lot more eyes and scrutiny that can happen and pick these things up. Because that's how these scandals get picked up. It's not from like the cheaters themselves getting ratted out. It's these oddball betting statistics anomalies that they pick up and they realize, oh, this is suspicious because it's not normal, and then
yeah,
they
I bet
investigate it
the
based on that.
casinos have even more actuaries than insurance companies have. So they're doing some
Oh
number
yeah,
crunching. Yeah.
everybody's got everybody's got.
Everybody's got a degree in mathematics. So
Well, we've got one more topic I would like to hit today. Did you see those texts I sent you earlier today?
yes, I did about how your team dropped everyone important from it, basically. So
Pretty much. I mean, this league that I had joined is a keeper league, and I'm doubling it the special league
yeah.
because
I mean,
it's
I would have dropped Zach Neto too, but so
well, I'm looking I looked my team is just in such dire straits, and I was like, I want to see what I started with. Just
yeah.
just because I want to see where things started off with. And my first three picks were keepers from the previous year. So
Okay.
they chose Corey Seager, Nico Horner, and Blake Snell.
The the last two are a little confusing, but yeah. So
None of those players, if you were doing a mock draft before the season started, I don't think any of those players would be in the top 36 because this is a 12-team league. So I don't think any of those players would be in the top 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Corey Seager is probably the closest one, and
I could understand why you'd want to have Corey Seager as a keeper, but like not this year. So
I mean, in our draft that we did in our Marty Cordova Invitational, I took Corey Seager, and I took him at number 41.
yeah, that
Now
that checks out.
we are in a 10-team league, but still 41. So that's the borderline one. And then after that, we have, I'm gonna just run through quickly here. In round 4, we got Francisco Lindor, Michael Harris in round 5, Cole Reagans in round 6, Josh Naylor in round 7, Willie Adames in round 8, Tanner Bybee round 9, Luis Castillo, the Seattle Mariners pitcher, in number 10,
La Piedra, the Rock.
Roki Sasaki in 11, Seiya Suzuki in 12, Justin Steele in 13, Ian Happ in round 14, Logan O'Hoppe round 15, Isaac Paredes 16, Carlos Estevez 17, Jordan Romano 18, Zach Neto 19, Tyler Stevenson in round 20, George Springer 21, Parker Meadows 22, Tosh Bradley 23.
I haven't even heard of Tosh Bradley. What team does he play for?
He's a pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Well, he's probably pitching pretty well then.
Well, I don't think he's been that good. So,
Okay.
in the
The team's
infinite,
doing well, so
so in the image that I sent you, I crossed out every player that was cut from my team before I got a chance to work with it. Cole
yeah,
Reagans was cut.
disagree with that.
Disagree with
Disagree.
that. He's an ace level pitcher who is currently injured, but not season-ending injury. So I think
Yeah.
they probably should get them.
Yeah.
Josh Naylor, first baseman. I have no idea why he's gone. He's currently the 27th ranked player in this league.
Yeah.
And considering that I'm having to start Reese Hoskins at first base most days,
Reese.
Willie Adames. I have no idea why a team that
Yeah.
has
He's
Nico
having a-
Warner, Blake, and Lindor and Corey Seager needed another shortstop.
Yeah. Yep.
Should never have been drafted to begin with. And he's not having a good year, but he never should have been drafted to begin with. Tanner Bybee, he's been pretty fringe all year, so
Yeah.
I'm not surprised he got cut. Roki Sasaki, he's been pretty fringe all year. This is a Dodgers fan that drafted, I'm pretty sure, so I'm not
Yeah.
shocked he took Roki. But we also have an NA spot in this league, so you could have
Yeah.
just stuck him in the NA spot.
Yeah, it's would have been smart. So
Seiya Suzuki. Seiya Suzuki is
I don't know why
having a
you
really
dropped
good
that
year.
guy.
Seiya Suzuki is one of the league leaders in RBIs, I believe, and it's just this sneaky good.
Yeah. Yep.
Next pick, Justin Steele. That was a good pick, but he's out
Yeah.
for Tommy John surgery, so no surprise he got cut there.
Yeah. But a good pick. So
Good pick. Then we'll skip two because Ian Happ and Logan O'Hoppe were on my team.
yeah.
And then Isaac Paredes.
Man,
You're
don't know why
only
he got.
third baseman on the team. You're first and third baseman, and you cut him. I'm guessing because Max Muncy somehow became available, which,
Yeah.
granted, Muncy was playing very well after he got the glasses routine and started actually hitting better. God, what is it with these guys and just like not getting glasses earlier? They got the Charlie Sheen in Major League syndrome here.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe they. Yeah. Obviously, it's a looks-based thing. So
I mean, God forbid I mean, Sean Murphy did the same thing this year. He got glasses, and he started like hitting really well.
seeing the rotation of the ball
Yeah,
helps you.
God forbid,
Imagine
seeing the
that,
ball
so.
might actually help a little bit. Carlos Estevez, another Charlie Sheen reference there, because that's actually Charlie Sheen's birth name.
Nice.
He's like the de facto closer for the Kansas City Royals, and in a league where you have saves only, he probably would have been pretty useful to have.
Yeah. What's his name? Urseg didn't pan out, huh?
No, Urseg's a solid reliever, but he's not the closer.
Yeah, because they were trying to make him the closer last year. I remember he was getting the majority of the closes, but
Yeah, and they kept Jordan Romano because of name value, I guess.
Yeah.
He fizzled out. They drafted another shortstop in Zach Neto, who was injured at the beginning of the year too.
also just why?
I mean, Zach Neto's actually okay. He's kind of picked it up since came back, but again, you don't need another shortstop if three of your first four picks are shortstops.
Yeah, and also why? So
Yeah. They kept Tyler Stevenson, so they kept both the catchers that they drafted.
hey, maybe
And
the
I've cut
guy
both
thinks
those
like,
catchers all the way.
yeah,
Because I managed
maybe
to get Shea
he's like Jeff.
Bangoliers.
He just believes in catchers. So
Yeah. And then the last three all got cut. Springer Dinger, Parker Meadows, and Tosh Bradley. Which
yeah, I mean we're all learning that Cal Raleigh would have been a real great pickup this year. So kudos to Jeff. So
yeah. Cal Raleigh would probably be a second round pick in this year's draft, I think, if you had
he
to
might. I mean,
redraft it.
if he plays 162 games and hits 43 home run or no, not 43, 49 home runs this year, he might be the MVP of the American League. So I mean, because he's only a couple. If memory serves me correct, he's only like point something behind Aaron Judge and WAR as a catcher. So
Which pool are you guys using? Because according to ESPN, the WAR, where I've been pulling all of our stats,
yeah.
Aaron Judge has a 6.3 WAR and Cal Raleigh's at 4.6.
Last time I looked at it, he was like 4.8 and Judge was like 5.6. So it's just
I looked it
probably,
up last night, so
well, I'm saying last time I looked at it was like probably a couple weeks ago. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So Cal Raleigh is already at 33 home runs, so 49 isn't that big of a stretch, and with a little under 3 months left of the season.
And that would be the most that any catcher has ever hit in a season. So
Yeah, yeah, I think he's probably going to break that record easily because I think
yeah,
Salvi
yeah,
had a 40 plus home run season.
and the only other thing that he would need this year would be to play more than 161 games, which is the record jointly held by Salvador Perez, Ted Simmons, and our American Yankee, Joe Torre. So,
Do you? I think the All-Star game is next week, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how I actually think that the baseball All-Star game has gotten a lot more interesting in the last couple of years because they want to beat each other. It seems like all the players on the team actually like want to win the game.
yeah,
There was a couple of years back where it was just like the All-Star game bleh, but now it's kind of like they're out for blood, like people sliding into second, cleats up and all sorts of stuff. So,
even with the All-Star game just not being as I mean it's better not as what it used to be back in the day when
yeah.
Rick Bossy lost his career because he got
Yeah.
slammed at home plate as a catcher. It's not as bad as that, but at least it's like more competitive. And then like the NBA All-Star game, which is like a joke.
The
They
NFL
do the
All-Star
old
game, which
lady
is
then.
also just a joke. So
NHL is I would say NHL is probably better than
NHL is the best.
NBA and
Oh my goodness. The NHL
and the
is
NFL is a
literally the
joke.
yeah. NFL's a joke. NHL is the best, and I think baseball is second to the NHL. So
I think it's a pretty close 1A, 1B on that.
yeah.
Baseball's
Yeah,
fun.
they are yeah, in the NHL, they are out for blood.
Yeah. So, do you have any closing remarks for the show today?
Now, yeah, I think my closing remark would just be let's go Cal Raleigh, hit 49 home runs. The catcher who has the most home runs in a season currently is Salvi Perez at 48, and he did that in 2021. So,
Well, good luck to Mr. Raleigh there. I'm be rooting for you, buddy.
yeah,
I got no beef with the dumper.
yeah, dump it, baby.
All right. On that note, have a safe and happy 4th of July, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye now.